Hello, good evening, everybody, or afternoon, depending on what part of the world you happen to be joining us. My name is Craig Peliquin. It's great to see you. My co-host, Dennis Wilson.
Dennis Wilson.
And our special guest from Calgary, Alberta, we have Mitz Giannakos. Did I pronounce that right?
No, not at all.
There you go. Pronounce it for me.
Mitz Giannakos.
Giannakos. There we go. That's close. Okay, not really.
not even.
But it's okay.
You know, I was prepared for everything, and I realized I didn't have his name sitting in front of me. It's Mitz. I got that right, though. I got the Mitz right.
Mitz is not hard. Yep.
All right. So how's it going out there in Calgary, Mitz?
It's beautiful.
Fantastic. Well, today, everybody, we have Mitz. We're going to introduce him and tell a little bit about it. But before we do that, Dennis, the rules of the MLM Mastermind.
Yes, the rules. MLM Masterminds is a place where you can come and you can feel comfortable, that you can learn how to grow your MLM business faster and not be prospected by anyone. Because if anybody mentions the name of their company or the name of their product or the name of anything identifiable as to what company they associate with, you will be kicked and banned immediately. This is a place to form mentoring relationships. This is a place to learn. This is a place to make more money with our help. So those are the rules. Don't do it. Don't ask us who we're with. Well, I'm not with anyone, so you can ask me. But we're not going to say it, and we're not expecting you to say it. So for those of you chatting on the side, don't make any little references. Don't put any URLs, because you're just going to lose the ability for us to help. So
there you go.
Those are the rules.
The rules have been set. So I'm just going to bring up our little screen share here. I'm going to share up the PowerPoint that we've got set up for today. And there we go. So today we're going to be talking, well, actually Mitz is going to be in, we're going to be asking questions, the attitudes and aptitudes of powerfully inviting in your warm market. I love that, Dennis.
Wait. Warm market? What's that? They don't do it. You just do it all on the internet nowadays, Craig. You don't talk to any real people. You don't pick up the phone. This is an internet gig now. Where have you been?
Exactly. Why don't you do the introduction? Everybody knows who we are, so you can introduce me.
All right. So Craig is VP Sales for an MLM company. Don't ask. 20 plus years of MLM experience, $1 million annual income earner, and he has also owned his own MLM company using my MLM software, of course, and he's an MLM trainer.
All right. Now, Dennis is the president of an MLM software company that my company currently uses, and I used before, and I use his Hour a Day and Small Biz Dream subsidiaries. That's how we're able to be able to do this. Dennis is a consultant, 20 plus years, same amount of experience, less about 6 months than me.
That's right.
You're also $1 million income earner and a trainer. And then Mitz Giannakos. See, we got it right. If I had that in front of me, I would have had that first time. National director and trainer for an MLM company. Also, don't ask.
Don't ask. Won't tell. Right.
He's a bilingual. Love that. Well, so are you.
I'm bilingual.
You should put that on there.
I should too. Yeah, I speak Japanese just fine. Doesn't help me with Quebec at all, but.
So he's a professional network marketer with over 20 years experience in sales, customer service, and key leadership positions within and for organizations. Last year, he was the top income earner for his MLM company. And he asked the question, what would purchase products through network marketing? Oh, what would happen? Everybody in the world did that. So maybe we can get him to share his answer with us. So everybody, this is Mitz. Hey there, Mitz.
Hello, everybody.
What would happen if everybody was to buy their products through MLM? You have that right there in black and white. So that's kind of your trademark thing. So what would happen?
Today I'm going to be talking about sharing your opportunity, whatever it is, your warm market, and not experiencing the judgment and not experiencing the rejection that is associated with it. But what would happen? Well, there'd be a economic revolution. Can you imagine what would happen? We so many of our societal problems would instantly be solved if people everybody just purchased their products from network marketing. We talk about the disappearing middle class. What if everybody bought from a network marketing company, and all that money, usually anywhere between 30 and 60% of the income derived from a sale of a product in an average network marketing company, all that money stayed in our local economies and helped support our local economies? It would be unbelievable. There would be a huge redistribution of wealth, to middle class and poor class people. The elite rich would be less rich, and everything socialism is trying to achieve, but it wouldn't be through socialism, it'd be through a better form of capitalism. So what we have as network marketers is not just life-changing, more effective way to market products and more efficient way to run a company, but we have something that really, when it comes down to it, could absolutely transform entire economies. And there's only one group of people that doesn't want network marketing to succeed.
Government.
And it's the people benefiting the most off of it not succeeding.
Well, because if we did what you said and everybody all of a sudden was buying from MLM, I think Procter and Gamble, if they currently use large, capital case letters in their name, they probably have to go down to lowercase letters at the very least, or maybe they just become P&, or maybe they just become NG, but somehow that company would really, really take a little bit of a hit.
Oh, it would. Well, what would happen is Procter and Gamble would very quickly have to stop paying all the major market companies, stop paying all of the employees that they have, stop paying all of the corporations that they pay that are based out of Wall Street to market their products, stop having all the warehouses, and turn into a network marketing company that benefits the average person, or die. It's just a crazy idea. The truth is, if this gets out, I mean, it'd be revolutionary. So I believe there's a real purpose to what we do. We can change society if we grow this industry the right way. If we offer products that have equal value, and we show people and educate people that this is a better way. It's a better way for the owners of the companies to distribute their products, and it's a better way for the average person to purchase their products, because more of their money is staying with people that they know. And it's actually more morally and ethically better to purchase from a network marketing company. So,
well, great, Mitz. So why don't we get right into what you're here for? You got a great little bit of information for us and for our viewers, and I'm just going to bring that up back up on the screen right now so we can share that. So let's talk about and bring you into the attitudes about network marketing. So up to you here. Here we go.
Okay. So the attitudes of successfully networking within your warm market. Now, Dennis, marketing. And the truth is all of the successful network marketers that they're building through both their warm market and their cold market. Okay, and you have to know how to do both, and you have to know the attitudes and the aptitudes that help you to be successful in both markets. Okay, and if you want, don't look any further than the list of the top $1 billion a year earning companies in network marketing to find proof that building through your warm market works. I mean, all of those companies were built off very basic principles that we know if you apply these principles, you can be successful in your warm. The thing that I'm going to share with you tonight is going to do is it's going to help you to understand why you should also share this with people that you know and you care about. Okay. So the first thing that you want to eliminate when you're talking about the wrong attitude, right, is something called judgment. See, the biggest problem with people in your warm market is you know them, or you think you know them, right? And so the number one thing you need to overcome and you need to let go of, because you know what really helps you in a cold market? You don't know these people, so you don't judge them. You just call them, show them what the opportunity is eventually, and let them decide. Well, I'm going to suggest that you take the same attitude with the people you know. Don't decide for them, okay? So let me show you, I want to share with you a little example of some people are when they start their business and when it comes to trying to do this successfully within your warm market. So you have a new person, okay? And I'm going to take you, Craig. Craig, let's say me and you owned a restaurant, okay? And you hired me on. I was like so dynamic and awesome in the interview. You said, this guy's going to be a great waiter, okay? And we're starting off this business together, and you're my manager and you're me. And you say, you know what? Right now, The only thing I want you to focus on is one skill. Okay. As you grow in your weight or position, you're going to develop other skills. But right now, there's only one thing I want you to do. Okay. I say, okay, no problem. All right, boss, tell me what to do. Okay. And you say, I just want you to approach people and ask them if they would like some coffee. And I say, okay, that's pretty easy, right? So naturally, without even thinking, how would most people go about doing that, right? I'll tell you what they wouldn't do. They wouldn't stand. Imagine I decide, don't worry, I'm going to do it. I'm going to offer everybody some coffee. And I take the pot and I'm standing in the middle of the restaurant. And I'm looking over at this person over here and I say, wow, that guy is hyper. That guy is way too hyper for coffee. I don't think his personality would match coffee. So I'm just not going to ask him because he just doesn't have the right personality for this, right? Okay, right? Look at these guys over here. They're in an intense conversation right now. They look too busy for coffee. I better not ask them if they should have some coffee because they look busy. They're way too busy for coffee. I shouldn't ask them, right? And then the third person over here is like, oh, geez, that guy, look at him. He's got a white shirt. He looks like he's a Mormon. Probably doesn't drink coffee. So I'm not going to ask him because of his religious beliefs, you know. And of course, when you hear that story, it's the most ridiculous thing that anybody would ever try and accomplish something with that kind of attitude of judgment, right? It's ridiculous, right? So why do we do this in network marketing? Why do we, so it's just eliminate the judgment. All you have is coffee. And I bet whatever network marketing company you're in, it's good coffee. It's really good coffee, right? And so all you have to do is remember, it's just coffee. And walk up to somebody and say, this is the coffee I have. Would you like some? Right? And then they can decide whether they want some or not. Now, let's take it a little bit further, my little coffee example. Okay? You are at the restaurant and some friends come in that you know, right? They're friends of yours. And so you have this great coffee that you believe in. You believe in this coffee. It's good coffee. And so you definitely want your friends to be able to drink it. So you know now that you're not going to stand in the middle of the room and judge them. What you're going to do is you're going to go approach your, right? Now, imagine your friend says to you, no, thank you. I don't want any coffee.
That's it. I'm out.
Yeah, that's it, right? You imagine the reaction. So would the appropriate reaction be, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't want my coffee? You haven't even tasted the coffee. I thought we were friends, right? That would be ridiculous. No, you'd be like, oh, okay, they don't want coffee right now. It's all good. I'll ask them tomorrow, see if they've changed their mind, right? You would not be personally affected by the fact that this person doesn't want your coffee, nor should you be with your network marketing opportunity. It doesn't mean you're a terrible person. If they're saying no to you today, it doesn't mean that tomorrow they don't want to drink your coffee, right? All right. It just means that right now they don't want to look at the coffee. That's it. That's all it means. It means nothing else, right? Same thing with yes, though. Can you imagine? Your friend is at the restaurant and you say, hey, would you like some coffee? And the person says, yeah, I'd like some coffee. Woo, woo! I want some coffee! I'm so excited! They want coffee! No, oh wait, no, I can't even pour the coffee for you. I got to get Craig to come pour the coffee because I just started at this, you know, and I can't do this right now. I'm so excited, Craig. I think this guy. I am so excited, right? Nah, just pour the coffee. Whatever system you're following is duplicatable. Pour the coffee and show them what this is and see if they want to be a drinker. And remember this important lesson about building your business. Many people that join you today that will be drinking your coffee will not be in your coffee 6 months from now. And many people that don't say no to your coffee, if you don't take it personally and freak out over it, 6 months from now, they will be drinking your coffee. And they may end up being your best coffee drinkers. Okay? So that is the number one attitude of successfully inviting people within your warm market. Don't judge and don't take it personally. Okay? So what's another attitude that's really, really important? Okay? Another attitude is really knowing your why and knowing your purpose. Okay? These two things, a lot of people in this industry talk about your why, right? The why is why you are doing it. I have whys. In fact, if you look at the back of my head over here, those are my whys right up there. Those are my little girls. I don't know if you can see them. And these are all pictures in my office that they've drawn for me. I know why I do this. But if you want to go from good to great, what you need to supply your team with is a purpose, not just a why. Know your why you're doing it, but also know why other people should do this. Okay? And I talked about my purpose a little bit at the beginning of this. My purpose is I want to change the world. I want to save the middle class. I want companies and corporations, I want people to stop spending their money, sending all their hard-earned money to other countries and supporting those economies. And I want people to change how they buy things, because this is a better way. It's a more ethical way, and it is truly a better way to redistribute the sale of funds. What's your purpose in this? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to help single moms stay home? Is that your purpose? Because when you have purpose and a why, when you know why you're doing this, and then who you're doing it for, and why they should do it, then what it gives you is posture. When you have posture, when you're inviting somebody, it is, you can say the perfect verbiage, but if you don't have posture when you're inviting, the ability to tell people why you're doing this and what for, they don't follow you. People purpose.
That's right. Yeah.
With a clear path. Okay? You know, oh my goodness, if I don't get on board with this person, I'm gonna miss out. Just based on the purpose that you can feel from them.
Fear of loss.
Okay? Yeah, exactly. So it's so powerful. Okay, so the next attitude I wanted to, and it's the ultimate combo, is having purpose and a why. Okay, so establish that for yourself. The next 4 emotions I'm going to share with you are the emotions that person needs to feel on the phone. What I'm going to tell you is this: no matter what you say, people don't hear what you say. They they feel what you say. Okay? And how you say it is more important than what you say. Now I'm going to share with you what to say. I'm going to share with you what I train my people to say. But I'm going to tell you right now, what we've discussed so far in the first half of the training, and what we're going to talk about now, the 4 emotions of powerfully inviting, how you say whatever you're going to say is far more important than what you say. I remember there's this girl, she was fresh out from Ireland, okay, or Scotland. It was someplace with a really good thick accent, I remember. And I remember going to her launch. Her launch was packed, like her home, I call it a launch, but home party, whatever you want to call it, right? The place was packed. So after I was interested, I was thinking, oh, wow, she must have used everything I taught her, and it must have been so good, right? So I said to the person, so why did you decide to come to so-and-so's launch? And she said, you know what? She called me. I couldn't understand anything she was saying. The only thing I knew was that she was super excited about something, and it was on Tuesday at 7 p.m. And I had to come and see it. Right? Yeah, exactly. When you have that excitement, nothing else matters. We could stop here. The training could be over right here. When you have that excitement, it is contagious, and people want to be involved in something that is exciting, right? So number 1 emotion that you want to make sure that you approach is excitement to other. The second emotion is belief. Now, belief is tough If you're a new person that just joined this business, how do you portray belief, right? You maybe just joined a few days ago, right? So how do you have a belief that this is the best business plan in the world, right? How do you have a belief that this is the best product in the world? I believe that you can't authentically know that in your first week in a business for yourself, okay? So what belief am I talking about? Well, if you look up in your upline, in any business that you're in, there is somebody in that business that was working at a job that was unable to fulfill a dream, that was unable to do the things they really wanted to do because of network marketing. Okay, so you can, no matter what network marketing company you're in, have 100% belief that if somebody puts all their heart into this and does it, they can solve the problems that exist in their life with it. Absolutely. You can believe that. You can know that because there's examples in your business above you that you know these people have gained freedom and time because they've joined this opportunity. So you can believe, you can know that 100% and have that belief before you've ever tried the product or the business plan. You know that people can gain freedom from this. And people have to believe, you have to feel that you believe that. So that is something very simple that a new distributor can do. They can have a belief and they don't need to be in the business for 10 years to know that for sure and know that they're being 100% honest and in integrity when they're sharing that belief, because there is evidence above them. This industry is the proof is in the pudding. 80% of women that make a six-figure income in the world make it in network marketing. There's no glass ceiling here.
Equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity. And so you have examples of that all over the place. Okay? So belief. The next one is urgency. And I can't stress this enough. Urgency is so important. And I'm gonna teach you a really easy way to create urgency. But you want people to feel like if they don't get on board now, they're gonna miss out. And understand this. If the people in your business don't believe that they need to listen to this now, do you know when they're gonna listen to it? Never.
That's right.
Right? If they don't believe that now is the best time for them to do this, and it's that important that they have to do it now, it's either important enough to do now or it's just not important.
Oh, come on, Mitz. Are you saying you're not supposed to tell the person you're inviting that, hey, why don't you come to my weekly Thursday night at 7 o'clock in-home presentation? Are you saying that's a mistake?
Yes.
Are you supposed to deceive people?
No, it is 100% a mistake. You have to create urgency. Now is the time. Now is the time. It's either important enough to make time for or it's not important. That's right. Period. That's right. Have you ever met somebody that's not busy? Nope. I've never met anybody that's not busy. I have never walked around my house and thought, wow, I got loads of time to waste.
And if you meet such a person, don't try to talk to them about your business.
Exactly. If they got busy people get things done, and if you don't show a busy person that this is important enough for them to take time to listen to it, you have failed, and you're not going to sign them up. Okay? So now the last one is a lack of accommodation. Now, this one's controversial. This one a little bit. Okay? All right. Lack of accommodation. What does that mean? It means you're having a meeting Tuesday. Okay? Or you're having a meeting whenever. And it means you love that person enough that you tell them, they say some, and I'm not talking about, somebody says, well, my daughter's getting married on Wednesday. I would suggest that is not a time for a lack of accommodation. Okay? Okay? But I'm saying somebody says to you, hey, you know what? I can't make it, or I'm too busy for this. I got darts every Tuesday night and I can't. You have to have that posture, that lack of accommodation. You got to say, you know what? Me and you are friends, right? Yeah. Okay, listen, I really believe this could change your life in this specific fashion, which I'm going to teach you to do. And I think it'd be worth your time to cancel darts just for this Tuesday and come see what it is. Okay? And when you do that, it sets people back and goes, whoa, this is a way to create urgency. It's a way to establish through posture and through that intangible of saying, yo, I'm doing this, get on the train is leaving, with or without you, right? It is that extremely powerful emotion that you can really stake out your claim by having a lack of accommodation within reason, okay? Family first. If there's stuff that someone says, I got to do this for my family, of course, you don't go there. But there are times when people are just trying to say no to you without saying no to you. And you really got to do your best to get them to just say no to you so you don't waste any more time with them.
Well,
okay?
how long will we hear the I'll try?
That's right. I'll try.
I'm
going to try to be there. Try means no.
Try to, yeah, I'm not showing up. You know what? I'd rather get a no now than a forever maybe.
I got a special place in this presentation for I'll try or maybe. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Okay. So those are the 4 emotions. All right. And the attitudes of successfully inviting people. Okay. So now, what are the aptitudes? What are the skills? So let's move on to the next slide. So first of all, the first thing I'm going to talk about is what do you say? Okay. So the very, very big advantage, and this concept how to invite somebody was not invented by me. Okay. Why would I ever use something that I'm invented and try and reinvent the wheel when this industry has been around for a very long time and people know how to do this better than me? Okay. So I want you to think about any Coca-Cola or anybody. Okay. How do they market their products? The latest, I got one in mind, a commercial from Apple. Okay. The commercial from Apple, the one with the grandma and the daughter, maybe the granddaughter, maybe you don't remember it, but she's sitting at the kitchen or you haven't seen it. She's sitting at the kitchen and she is listening to a song on a record player. And you see the picture of the granddad on the commercial, and she's listening to this and it's skipping and stuff like that. And the daughter is like, oh, geez, that's terrible that's happening. And then you see this generic Apple device on the table, right? And then what happens is granddaughter, she takes that track and she loads it to the Apple device, and then what happens is they bond. Her and grandma, they bond, right? And you see them crying, and because grandma picks up in the morning the Apple device and she listens, and there you go. They have connected. Okay. Now, did they talk about the price of the product? No. Did they talk about the benefits and features of the product?
Nope.
No. Did they tell you anything about what it is? No. You know what they focused on? Why should you listen? Why should you go buy this Apple product? And the message is, if you go buy Apple, and this is several different commercials from Apple, you will connect with your family. And why would you not want to connect with your family? So go buy the Apple product. Doesn't matter about the price or any of that stuff.
Right.
And over, Budweiser, right? All the beer commercials. Think about it. Why should you drink beer? Do they tell you how much you get in one serving? How much it costs? Where you can find it? Right? What's the alcohol content? No. They tell you why you should buy it. Because if you buy it and you're a man, apparently you're going to have tons of friends and women. Right? Right?
That's right.
Right? And it's totally ridiculous. But why do they advertise this way? They advertise this way because actually nobody cares. That's right. Nobody cares what it is. Nobody cares what your product is. Nobody cares what your business is. Nobody cares. What they want to know is what's in it for me. Yep. Why should I listen? So what I'm going to teach you when it comes to the aptitudes of inviting is to focus your invitation on why people should listen to your particular solution. Okay? So it's not an opportunity now, it's a solution. And that's a shift of mindset. Okay? because that is very powerful. Talk about your opportunity as a solution, and then ask yourself, what is the problem that exists in your prospect's life that your business can be the solution for? How can this help them? Take a minute. So let's say Craig's my best friend, okay? We haven't known each other too long, but let's say that's not the case. Let's say he's my closest friend, okay? And I've known him for years. And last week he was over at my place, and I wasn't in the business at that time, but he was over at my place last week, and he said, man, this debt is killing me, right? How many people on this call have been there? Okay, so this debt is just killing me, Mitz. I don't know what to do, and I think I'm gonna have to get a second job. So when I think of Craig, before I call him, what do? I ask the question, what is the problem that exists in Craig's life that he has told me is a problem, right? Because he's my close friend, that this could be the solution for. How can this help Craig? So automatically I think, oh yeah, Craig is in debt right now and he's thinking about getting a second job. So let's do this, right? So what am I going to say to Craig? And we're going to role play this, Craig. I hope you're excited about that. But at the end of this, we'll role play this. Okay, awesome. All right. So, but basically what I'm going to do is, once I have the problem, which is that Craig is in debt, then I'm just going to follow a very simple format, the easiest format in the world. Hey, Craig, how's it going? Do you remember when? So I'm reminding him of what he said to me was his problem.
Yeah.
You were saying that you want to get out of debt and you're thinking about getting a second job. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so I think I found something that we can do together that's going to help you get out of debt. Now, whether you're inviting that person to look at a link, or whether you're inviting them to look at come to a home business launch, or you're inviting that person to get on a 3-way call, it doesn't matter. You're asking that person based on how this could help them. And so now they're also listening, which is very powerful. They're not listening because they want to support you. They're not listening because of who you are and your credibility. They're listening because they have a problem they told you existed, and they're wondering to hear it. And it puts them in a very good spot to actually hear and listen to what you're saying. And it prepares them to join before they ever join. Why? Because they don't care about anything else. They care about their problems. Now, the awesomest thing about this, when it comes to dealing with your warm market, is what is the number one thing we were concerned about? We're concerned our friends are going to think about us if we invite them this way, right? Okay, yep. So what is your friend going to think about you after they get off on the phone with you and you've invited this way? What are they going to think about you? Well, dang, that jerk. How dare she tell me that she's found some way to help me get out of debt? That's awful. I never want to talk to her again, right? No. Whether they say yes or no, if you invite them this way, as long as it's authentic and you're talking about how this could help them, they're going to feel good about the fact that this person, my friend, is thinking about me and she could help me, and now she offered it to me. I'm not interested, but that's pretty cool that she was even listening to me. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like, to me, that's so powerful. So what do you do? What do you do if somebody says, what is it? Right? Because, you know, it just sounds like, oh, no, I was rolling along, and they say, what is it? Well, there's something that I said earlier that's actually more important than you realize. I always end whatever question you're asking them to do, you want to end it with the words, to see what it is. Would it be okay if I send you a link that explains what this is? Would it be okay if I want you to come to my presentation to see what it is? I want you to get on the call with what it is. It really sounds stupid for somebody to go, what is it? See what it is? What is it? Right? This is sort of a dumb question over them all. You can say that. You can say that's sort of a dumb question. I just told you you're going to see what it is at 7 on Saturday. So come see what it is, right? So just asking the question with the proper verbiage can really eliminate this objection. But then what do you do if they say it anyways? Well, simple. what is it? You know what? I just started this, and I truly believe this can help you. But and this is another way to create urgency. If I could explain it in 5 minutes, I totally would, but I can't. So I need you to come to my house to see what it is. Okay? And then they might say, okay, no problem, I'll come. Next thing, which is, I'm not coming until, if you have some special friends, they might say, I'm not coming unless you tell me what it is. So how do you overcome that? Right? But how do you do that? Well, it's simple. Do you trust me? Well, yeah, I trust you. Okay, awesome. I wouldn't waste your time. I want as many people hear it as quickly as possible because I'm so busy being successful. I don't have time to explain what this is. And so just promise you can trust me. This is going to help you. And what if they say, do you trust me? And they say, no. Do you know what you say? Sorry. Oh, okay. I thought I'm looking for people to join my business that trust me. So you're off the hook. You don't have to come at all. Don't even worry about it. Because if they don't trust you, they're not going to join anyways. Don't waste your time with them. This is a trust business, period. Okay? So now the next thing is maybe. Okay, maybe. I want to decode this for you. I'll try. Maybe. This word, maybe. The decoding is, this is no. Okay? Means no. It doesn't mean maybe in network marketing terms. Okay? So I want you to understand that this person is saying maybe because they want to say no to you, and for some reason, they don't want to say no to you. They just say maybe. Okay? And then they get off the phone, they go, oh man, I'm such a coward. Okay, so what do you do? What do you do about maybe? Well, you just give them the out. You know why? Because you need to have that posture, you have that excitement, say, hey, you know what? I am so focused on making sure this is successful and getting this opportunity for as many people as possible. I really, really appreciate for you to just say no or say yes. And I want you to know, no is perfectly fine with me, but maybe sort of leaves me in limbo. So can you do me a huge favor and just give me a yes or no, and we'll move on from there? If it's yes, I'll show you what it is. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, great. If it's no big deal. I'll never talk to you about it again. So can you give me a yes or no? Right? And what you'll find is they were going to say no because they said maybe, but now they're like, this person is serious about this because they're challenging maybe, right? Maybe I'll say yes. And that is really your only chance with maybe. Your only chance to recover from a maybe or eye of trial is to create urgency with them and make them choose. Okay? And that is so important to overcoming maybe. Okay? Because if you have 20 maybes, you have nobody coming to your event. Okay? All right? Okay? So is this network marketing? Is this network marketing? Yes. That's the best answer.
Yes.
There's no reason to cry. If somebody asks this question, is this network marketing? Yes. And it is the most lucrative, amazing network marketing opportunity I've ever seen. I don't have time to explain it to you. Come see what it is. But yes, it's network marketing. Okay. Then the last one in objection is this a pyramid? Okay. Now, what I say when somebody says that to me is this a pyramid scheme? I get funny with them and I go, scheme? But don't do that. That's a bad idea. Okay. So is this a pyramid scheme? Of course not. Right? Pyramid schemes are really hard to do these days. There's like a lot of organizations that are dedicated to eliminating these kind of businesses, right? And I mean, think about it. If your product is based out of somewhere else and there's enough distributors here ordering it, can you really imagine these thousands of pounds of whatever your product is coming through the border and we're sneaking it through? What are we putting it in the styrofoam? Like, come on, like it's ridiculous to think that any company that's transporting tons of product into the country is a pyramid scheme. It's stupid, right? So the reality is there aren't very many pyramid schemes that exist, and they never are connected to a product because it's way too hard to get a product in a country illegally. Okay, so the reality is I want you to understand that anybody that asks you a pyramid scheme, just tell them, nah, it's not a pyramid scheme. I would never do a pyramid scheme. Legal. Okay? And just come see what it is. I think it'll blow you away. All right? So now what? Now let's do, I think now we're going on to some role plays. Okay. Yeah.
We got one more thing there.
Oh.
When they call back to
call back to cancel. Okay? This is a big mistake people make. Yeah, I forgot about this one. Calling back to cancel, just a piece of advice. So if you're inviting someone to listen to something, it doesn't matter if you book them in for a 3-way call or conference call. You're sending them a link and they're calling back to say, I don't want to listen to the link or whatever it is. They're going to call you back. And most of the time, what they're going to do is give you some lame excuse as to why they can't do whatever it is they said they would do. Right? They're going to say something like, oh my goodness, my computer crashed. I'm really sorry. I can't listen to your link. Right? Or, oh my goodness, my husband's sick. I can't make it to your.
Somebody's always in the hospital.
Someone's always in the hospital.
Somebody in the hospital.
Somebody's in the hospital. And
exactly, right? So what do you do with this? Well, the thing is you just need to call the bluff. I mean, okay? And how you do this is the best way possible. Okay? Craig, call me and cancel with me. Just call me.
Craig. Hey, Mitz, Craig. And you know what? I know I said I was going to come out to your presentation tomorrow, but dog got a chicken bone and is throwing up right now. I got to rush to the veterinary. I got to get my dog to the vet. I can't possibly make it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. No, I totally understand. I understand that it's important to you, and that's totally cool. Hey, listen, I don't want you to miss this. I said, well, I totally understand that your dog is sick. It's totally okay. I mean, you got to take care of your pets. I get it. Do you really want to hear this? Yeah? Oh, okay, no problem. So when are you available next? And I'll show you what it is. Okay?
I would have just Craig, you don't even have a dog.
Yeah, exactly. Right? If I know you that well, that's for sure. But even if you were lying, I'd just go along with it and just rebook you. Okay? Because the truth is, the reality is, what most people do when they call back and cancel, you know what they do? Oh, no problem. Goodbye. And then now when you call them back, they don't answer the phone anymore. Okay? So what you need to do when they call back to cancel is just give them assert whether they want to hear this or not, and then rebook them at a later time. Okay? All right, let's move on. Next thing. To do our role play right now. Okay. Okay. So let's make a call. So now for this scenario, because we're going to do objection role play, and I want you all to know I didn't even tell Craig he was going to have to do this on this call. So none of this is rehearsed. Okay. It is all just going to go. And for the first 2 calls, Craig, I just need you to be super cool. All right, just say yes to everything, and then you can be a total jerk in the last call. Okay?
Okay.
Because I just want to see. I want people to see first how it flows, and then what do you do when it doesn't flow.
I'm gonna do this role
Craig's
play.
my friend. So I'm calling my friend Craig that I've known, and he was in my house, and we'll use the same example as before. So, hey, Craig, how's it going?
Going good, Mitz. How you doing?
Good. Hey, remember when you were talking about wanting to get out of debt and thinking about getting a second job and you were concerned about that? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, I don't know, but I think I found something that we could do together that could really help you to get out of debt, and you won't have to get a second job. And I want you to come to my house Saturday, 7 p.m. to see what it is. Can you make it?
Yeah, sure. Sounds great.
Okay, awesome. So it's that simple. Now, don't worry, Craig gets to be a jerk later, but that is the problem approach.
Oh, hang on. Okay? Dennis for that role play.
Okay, so now the next one is, what if you don't know what the problem is? Okay, what if you don't know what the problem is that exists in their life? What do you do in that scenario? Right? Well, simple. Simply ask yourself another question. The other question is, why would I want them as a business partner? All right. So if I'm thinking of Dennis, I don't know Dennis very well. I just actually met him on this call, but I'm thinking of Dennis. Obviously, He's entrepreneurial. He has experience in network marketing. He has big dreams. There are things about Dennis that would make him possibly a very good business partner for me, right? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to say, hey, and just be nice, Dennis, for this one, okay? And you get to be mean in the last one, I promise. But Dennis, you know, the reason why I'm calling is I know you run that MLM site and you're really, really active in the MLM industry. You're entrepreneurial. I think you're a really honest person. You're really someone I would love to work with. And I have something that I think you would love and that we can do together. So can you come to my house Saturday, 7 p.m. to see what it is?
Sure.
Right? Sure? Okay, awesome. That's simple, okay? So when you know what the problem is, you invite through the people need to know why they should come. But when you don't know what the problem is, just tell them why you want them as a business partner and invite them based on a compliment. Okay, so let's go to the last role play, okay? Now you guys get to throw any objections you want. Who wants to do it? You or...
Oh, go for it, Dennis. You're so good at bad cop.
I'll do it.
Okay, awesome. So we're gonna do this. So let's role play some of these. So Dennis is my friend. I've decided to go with the compliment approach because I don't know him that well. I'm gonna invite him. Okay. So hey, Dennis, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Okay. You know what? I was thinking about you, and I know you run that MLM education site. I know you're a huge believer in the industry, and all I've seen from you is that you're an entrepreneur, you care about people, you're an honest person, and you're super hardworking. And the reason I'm calling is I think you would be a great business partner. And I have something that I think you'll love that we could do together. Can you come to my house Saturday, 7 p.m. and see what it is?
Well, you know, I'm a pretty busy guy, so you know it on the phone first.
Oh, okay. You know what? You know that. I'm trying to pack my room and I need to get it really, really full. If I could explain this in 5 minutes, I would, but I can't. Can you make the time for me? Because I promise you it'd be worth your time.
I don't know, man. It's sort of sounding like one of them freaky cult pyramid things or something that you got yourself into. I don't know, man. You're kind of making me uncomfortable.
Oh, well, I totally understand how you feel. Actually, when I was looking at it, I felt the same way. But
Killing me.
Yeah. Do you trust me?
Do you trust him?
Exactly. I don't know yet.
You know I wouldn't get involved in some of these slimy things, right?
Oh, that's fair enough.
Yeah. So just come see what it is, and I promise you it's not a slimy pyramid thing. It's something that can really, really help you, and I think we'd have a lot of fun doing it.
I'll do my best.
Okay, awesome. What did you say?
I said I'll do my best.
Oh, you'll no. You don't understand that. Sorry. Yeah, Dennis. No, I'm serious about doing this. I am putting a room full of people, and you know, it is. I want you to know it's totally okay to say no to me, but I really need a yes or no because I'm trying to get this done, and I don't have. I don't really have the ability to work with maybe once. I'm showing this to a group of people, and then we're running with it. So. Can you give me a yes or no? And I want you to know, I won't think any less of you if you say no.
Yeah, man. You know what? I'm going to try my best to be there. I mean, I'm pretty busy, but I think I can make it.
You think you can make it? You know what? Don't come. It's all good.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what I.
You know what? Don't come. It's all good. I need to know whether you're coming or not, and this that's all. So just give me a yes or no, and it's totally fine. If you think you can make it, I'd rather count you as a no, and then maybe you surprise me. Is that okay?
Yeah, exactly. It's a no.
Okay, awesome. You have a great day, man. Thanks so much for spending some time with you. Bye. That's it. Right?
That's it.
So that entire invitation.
It got off the phone.
That's right.
You were a no.
Get off the phone.
Exactly.
Stop
Didn't
talking.
keep on trying to get because
No.
Now the only problem, Mitz, is you didn't have a stamp. You weren't next to him. You could stamp next on his forehead,
Yeah, exactly.
so that if I go and see him, I know he's not a prospect.
Like that's the whole purpose of, and not to call, right? The whole purpose of the posture is you need to follow me. I don't need you, you need me. I am sharing something that can help you. I'm a gift, right?
Yeah.
If you had $100 and you wanted to give it to Dennis and he insists on saying no to the $100, you're gonna take the $100 away and go give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
And that in the end is the most important thing about inviting to your warm market. You need people to understand that what you are doing is life-changing. You're doing it now, and it's about them. It's not about you.
Well, and that you're serious about it. You're not going to put up with all the garbage that everyone else they played games with did.
Yeah, and then that's what makes you different than everybody else. Number one, you didn't call them and say, "Hey, I have a great business opportunity," or "Hey, I got a great product," right? You said, "This is how I think it could help you, and I want to do this together as business partners. I don't want you to be my recruit. I want us to be business partners."
Well,
And
I want to point one more thing that you've done there that I think is really, really important and you haven't said. And that's that you've also shown me, a busy guy, that you're not willing to drive across town and sit down with me for 4 hours and discuss it one-on-one. That you are trying to do it time efficient.
Yeah.
Because now when I'm listening to all your posture, I'm going, man, I know that Mitz is a pretty busy guy too, and somehow he's figured out how to do this. It must be because he's getting a bunch of people over and packing his house. Maybe this guy is doing it a different way. You've sent so many subliminal messages that make me want to believe instead of go, oh, another one of them things.
Absolutely. Here's the deal. You will never attract a distributor that has any traits that you don't demonstrate. You have to be the distributor that you want to attract.
Yep.
So if you want to have people that are hair on fire, doing this no matter what, not holding back, following every aspect of the system that you teach them, whatever that system is, you have to be that person before you can enroll that person. There's no shortcut. You got to be the distributor you want to attract.
Totally agree.
That's it. That's the training. I hope it's of value. I hope some people got some good stuff out of it. Anything
Awesome.
You guys like, take it, use it. Anything you don't like, throw it out the window and don't take it personally. Hopefully it helps some people to build this business. Hopefully it helps some people to spread the word. This is a better way. This is a more ethical way. And this is the future of marketing, period. So
it is. Well, thanks, Mitz. We do appreciate you giving us that insight. And one of the cool things about everything Mitz said is he's just kind of repeated the things that we've been doing for the past, 22 years. Different viewpoint. It's refreshing to hear it from somebody else saying the same things that work. Everything that we've done, somebody else's idea, and we just keep on. We were taught by our mentor 22 years ago to copy successful people.
That's right.
And he got through grade 12 copying.
Yep.
And you got to copy successful people to get through grade 12. You don't copy the losers. You don't copy the guy in the back of the room that's smoking a joint and wearing a jacket with AC/DC on the back. Probably not the guy back in the 80s you wanted to copy. I'm just saying. But you've also, Dennis, created a really good system to help follow up and keep this all together, which is how we're able to do this and be generic and do that because you don't represent any one company. Nope. You've actually helped launch over 550 companies over the past almost 20 years now. It's kind of hard to believe how long you've been doing that.
Crazy, huh?
It is. That is nuts.
I don't think I'm that old.
And everybody that's watching this presentation, if you don't have the hour a day, can you just give a 60 seconds as we're finishing off here at the top of the hour, what the hour a day system is all about? And while you're talking about it, I'll bring up how they can get a free copy of it.
Hour a day is just simply a way to collect and control and utilize your data to increase your enrollments, to increase your follow-ups, to basically increase your business. So it's going to make it possible to do your business in an hour a day because it's going to organize you and keep you focused on the things that make you money, not chasing around your filing folders and whatever. So it's 100% about getting that data in, following up, automatic and semi-automatic, and just keeping you in control of knowing what you need to do. What's your highest value thing to do at this moment in time so you don't waste your time on training your downline when you could be on the phone making a closing call. Ooh, scary word, closing call.
Closing call. Yes, scary word, scary word. So we just threw up the URL up there. You can go and get a free 30-day trial at twt.bz or BZ because we're Canadian.
Yep.
/HAD for hour a day.
Yep.
And then if they send you an email to dennis@houraday.com,
I'll double it to 60 days.
that's pretty simple. And
$60.
that's a $60 value just for taking some time and learning. Once again, Mitz, we do appreciate you taking some time out of your evening. I know you got a crazy schedule. You got calls to get back to. So fantastic having you on board. Thanks, Mitz. Thanks, Dennis.
It was great having you, man.
And
Pleasure meeting
it was
you guys.
great having everybody on board.
Okay, bye now.
Bye for now.
Thanks, Mitz. Bye-bye.